इस समय मैं मौजूद हूँ यूरोपियन यूनियन फिल्म फेस्टिवल में। मेरे साथ बहुत ही स्पेशल फिल्म के जो राइटर हैं मार्जिन मेरे साथ मौजूद है। वेलकम टू भारत 24।
Thank you very much. I'm very honored.
How did this story touched you? Because this is something very emotional. This is something somebody has faced going, because it can be a real story. It can be a story uh, which can be thought and written. Is this a real story?
If it is a real story, you mean if it really happened? No, it's not based on a true story. It's slightly inspired by my grandparents.
So how did you came up with this? What was the thought process when you were writing it?
Well, I've always been fascinated by a feeling of astonishment at modern life. I feel that the 20th century has been a crazy century with so many changes, and from rural to urban, from slow to fast-paced, and storytellers who picked up on this have always inspired me. So I've always wanted to picture, see a film with two old people watching it, like, and having to drive through it. So yeah, I pictured my grandparents traveling through modern Europe, and just being, whoa, what is this place? What are those electric cars and those screens and those QR codes? And that feeling of like displacement, of not being at home, maybe also even of being on a strange planet that you don't understand. That was kind of the first germ that brought the movie to life.
Best compliment you got for this?
The best compliment I got for this was I went to the cinema in the Netherlands secretly.
Wow.
That nobody knew that the writer was there anonymously, because then you get like the real spontaneous, authentic reactions. And afterwards, there were a group of girls, which was really nice for me, because the movie pictures elderly people, so people from like 80, around 80 years old, but it appeals to young audiences as well. And one of the girls, I eavesdropped, one of the girls said, wow, I really have to stop watching YouTube and social media and start living my life. Because that's what the movie is all about, also about, to live your life and not like get stuck in your comfort zone.
So this is the power of the content we can see, because the emotions you were feeling, hiding behind the wall and watching the emotions of the people sitting in the cinema. So do you think this is the power of content?
The power of content. Yes, of course. I mean, human beings, that's the way I see it at least. Human beings are like born storytellers.
Yeah.
We are like the storytelling animal. And we have to reinvent storytelling. I mean, we used to do this sitting in front of fires, like intently listening to the ones telling the story, right? And the world would just be a mysterious place full of demons and gods and witches and mysterious creatures. And now, in the modern times, we have to reinvent it. And cinema has been one of the ways. Yeah.
Uh, can we see some collaborations with the Indian directors and writers in future if you have planned something?
I would love, absolutely love to work with Indian directors. Yeah, I don't know any. So if there is an Indian director who wants to work with me, hello, please.
Because we have been cinema lovers. Doesn't matter, is it in Bollywood, is it Hollywood? We are cinema lovers. You are. Have you thought of some story for collaborating? You have something in your heart, so that when you're coming up with the some Bollywood film or director working with, so you'll be coming up with that story.
So you're asking whether I have an idea for a
Idea,
movie
yeah.
that may be set in
Yeah.
India? Oui, not yet, but I have to say that Pater Panchali is one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen in my entire life, and that I would love to make a movie about just the simple pleasures of life. Children being able to be happy with nothing, playing with like whatever they get. Um, but no, I don't have any real. I'm not rooted here, you know. So my stories as an artist, as a writer, they are like a reaction to living in my own context. But I'd be completely open to thinking about it.
Do you have you watched any Bollywood film with the subtitles and you have loved it anyhow?
Yes, I have. I had to. I did film school in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, and there was one course that was completely devoted to Bollywood cinema. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I even actually. That's so funny that now you. I remember this because of this conversation. I found in a Dutch thrift shop a 60, 70-year-old film poster of a Bollywood movie. I completely forgot the name of the movie now. No, I don't. But it was in my room for 10 years during film school, and yeah, that course really inspired me. I could not, from the top of my mind, mention you any film that I remember, but I loved the energy. I loved the life affirming power of Indian cinema and Bollywood. Yeah, I loved it.
We have global stars also. You've heard about Shah Rukh Khan?
No,
No.
no.
All right. There are many stars, but we would love to get you in Indian cinema as well because the power of your content, which we have seen through this, and you have also seen hiding behind the walls, watching the cinema lovers sitting. So, do you think? Last two questions. Do you think when film is made or when filming is done, it should be for the audiences or for the corporate? Because some films are made for corporates for earnings, but some are made for the people, for the cinema lovers. Do you differentiate between them?
Pui, that's a deep and complicated question. I think that movies have one role to play in the world, and that is remind the audience of the energy of the cosmos. You know, there's this beautiful definition of myth, of story by Joseph Campbell. I don't know if you know him. He's a very famous scholar of stories, and he says that it would not be, and I'm quoting literally, it would not be too much to say that myth is the secret opening through which the inexhaustible energies of the cosmos pour into the human heart and mind. And I don't care whether a movie is commercial or pandering to audiences or to corporate, if they don't do that, even a little bit, they don't serve their real function. So whether a movie is an art house movie or a more commercial movie, uses a lot of plot or not enough plot, if it's not this secret opening through which the inexhaustible energies of the cosmos pour into our minds and hearts, then mostly often I don't really care about it.
Okay, last question. Do you really think of awards or you think audience is your award?
Say again.
Do you really think of awards or you think audience is your award?
I it's going to sound probably very way more humble and modest than I am because I'm not all that humble, but I really don't care a lot about prizes and awards. No. It has helped me. We won the Dutch, let's say, Academy Award with this movie. It's called the Golden Calf. And it has helped. This helps your career. I mean, it's that recognition is nice, but I'm pretty unfazed about all that. I won a screenwriting award last month, and I don't know, I don't know. Yeah, there's a quote in the Tao Te Ching. I don't know if you know it. This Chinese book of old ancient Taoism, and it says that success is as dangerous as failure because also being successful makes your position shaky. So I'd rather just be grounded and a bit stoic, I guess.
We also say failure is just a word because it is an event. It will come and go. But when you start coming up with your failures, you'll succeed one day, and we believe this. Thank.
Yeah, in that sense, failures produce more character. Yeah, yeah. You know, there's another beautiful quote. I'm quoting a lot. I'm noticing. Richard Rohr, a beautiful monk, Franciscan monk, he says, "We fail upward, we fall upward. It's through our failures that we actually become the human beings that we are supposed to become."
Thank you talking to us.
I'm very honored. Thank you. Thank you.
देखिए ये खूबसूरती होती है एक सिनेमा की और मारी ने अपनी खूबसूरती से अपनी सच्चाई और ईमानदारी से एक फ़िल्म बनाई है शॉर्ट फिल्म जो पसंद आ रही है और हमारी इस बातचीत में आपको एक आइडिया भी लगा होगा ही इज़ दी बॉलीवुड लवर ऑल्सो ऑफ फिल्म्स बट वो कोलैब कब देखने को मिलेगा बहुत जल्दी क्योंकि ही सेड कि वो तैयार है अब कोई और डायरेक्टर हमें मिलता है जो कोलैब कर पाए और एक अच्छी फिल्म प्रोड्यूस कर पाए जिसको हम और आप एज अ सिनेमा लवर देख पाएँ और वो उस इमोशंस को फील कर पाएँ फिलहाल भी के लिए इतना ही आप बने रहिए भारत 24 के साथ